We've built memory up, its architecture, its encoding, its retrieval. Now we have to confront its failures, because this is where memory gets genuinely unsettling. We don't just forget, we remember things that never happened. Start with normal forgetting, which is actually adaptive. A brain that retained every detail of every moment would be paralyzed by clutter. A 19th century researcher, Hermann Ebbinghaus, mapped the basic pattern with what we now call the forgetting curve. We lose memories rapidly at first, then the loss levels off. Notice this is exactly why the spacing effect works. Reviewing material just as it's about to fade resets the curve and flattens it. Why do we forget? Several reasons. Sometimes encoding never happened well in the first place. Sometimes memories decay from disuse, and often the culprit is interference, other memories getting in the way. Older memories can disrupt new ones, and new memories can disrupt old ones, which is why similar information learned close together gets tangled. But the deepest and most important idea in this chapter is this: memory is not a recording, it's a reconstruction. Every time you remember something, you rebuild it from fragments, filling gaps with your current knowledge, beliefs, and expectations, and then you store the rebuilt version. This makes memory flexible and efficient, but also fallible in ways that matter enormously. The pioneering work here is Elizabeth Loftus's research on the misinformation effect, the finding that information encountered after an event can alter your memory of the event itself. In a classic study, people who watched a filmed car crash and were later asked how fast the cars were going when they smashed into each other reported higher speeds than those asked when the cars hit, and were more likely to falsely remember broken glass that was never there. A single changed word reshaped the memory. Loftus went further, showing that people can be led to confidently and sincerely remember entire events that never happened to them, a childhood incident wholly implanted by suggestion. The implications are profound. Eyewitness testimony, long treated as gold standard evidence, is far less reliable than juries assume, and mistaken eyewitness identification has contributed to a large share of wrongful convictions later overturned. There are also flashbulb memories, vivid, confident memories of dramatic events, where we're sure we remember exactly where we were. The disturbing finding is that flashbulb memories feel certain, but are no more accurate than ordinary ones. Confidence and accuracy are not the same thing. That's the lesson to carry out of this chapter and out of this part of the course. Your memory is a brilliant, reconstructive, deeply useful system, and it is not a faithful recording of your life. Treat your most vivid certainties with a little humility. Having explored how we store and reconstruct experience, we turn next to what we do with it, how we think, reason, decide, and put it all into language.